Poppin' peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with the weekend reading. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby. Let's see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love, man. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out my notification gang. Hopefully my notification gang pulls through. As always, guys, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was my Sagittarius gang. So let's go ahead and get it cracking. Real quick, guys. On Sunday, November 15th, we do have the new moon in Scorpio coming up. Now, I did have a little bit of some channelings of that energy that we're going to be sitting into, so I did want to talk about that real quick before we get into the reading. So first and foremost, very excited new moon coming up. With Scorpio, Scorpio is that kind of sign that brings everything that's in the dark very much so to the light. So you may notice on Sunday, at least with that energy that we're sitting in, there may be some things that are coming up that you haven't very necessarily noticed. This could be things that you've buried down deep inside, things that you've kept in the dark are going to start to resurface, okay? So for some of you, that could be habits coming up from your past. You may notice you're going to start picking up on doing something you used to do all the time. Maybe there was a favorite video game you used to play oftenly and you want to play that video game again. Maybe there's this little habit you used to do that starts resurfacing. So just be mindful on Sunday with the energy we're sitting in with this new moon in Scorpio. Things that have been kept in the dark are going to resurface to the light. Now, if it's something that's negatively impacted you, make sure to acknowledge that and make sure to allow yourself to focus on things that are going to be positive for you. So whatever it is that resurfaces for you, if it's good for you, maybe apply it in your life in a brand new way. But if it's something negative that resurfaces, make sure you acknowledge that that's unhealthy for you and you go about habits that are going to provide positivity within your day-to-day life, okay? So I just wanted to give you guys that quick head up. That's what I got here for the channelings, at least for Sunday. It can be a different experience for anyone, but remember, Scorpio is one of those signs that does bring things up that are in the dark, straightforward into the light. So you may have some new revelations about yourself. You may have some things come up that you haven't experienced in quite some time. So just be mindful and aware of what comes up and if it's going to positively impact your life or if it needs to be released because it does not serve in your highest of good, okay? But with that all being said, let's get it cracking. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Natalie. Much appreciated. Thank you so much, my love. And let's see what we got going on. Messages for Sagittarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours, all right? Messages for Sagittarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? For the 164 peeps in the chat, thank you guys so much for coming through. You guys are much appreciated, baby. Messages for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my Sagittarius gang, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle. And we'll take a look and see what we got going on. Hopefully we got ourselves some pretty fantastic stuff. Sagittarius. The overall energy for you guys here is going to be the Hermit. So you can be connecting possibly here with a Virgo for some of you. Your current energy is going to be the World card. So you may be dealing with a fixed sign in Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo. The person you're dealing with, we got the Four of Wands. And the outcome that's present, we got here the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So from what I'm seeing here right now for you, Sagittarius, someone's trying to invite you into their home. And when I say invite you into their home, it definitely feels like somebody's just trying to get you to come back around to them. I don't feel like you're going to be very receptive to this. You know, your overall energy to your current energy, you got the World card here to the Hermit card. It kind of feels to me like people of your past that you've already finished everything with, you've finished cycles with them, haven't communicated to them in quite some time, people you've moved on from in your life, it does feel like they're going to try to welcome you back as if nothing's ever necessarily happened. So for some of you here, I don't know why, you can be connecting with a Cancerian, but I'm feeling this energy of people you haven't communicated with in quite a long time are trying to bring you back as if nothing's ever changed. So be mindful of friendships that maybe you haven't, been a part of for quite a long time. This could be your ex relationship-wise. This could be people that you just haven't talked to that fell off the face of the earth in the past that are kind of resurfacing for you here. And with the outcome that's present, we got here Page of Pentacles in reverse. This definitely seems like you're leaning more towards, I don't want to go back to anything that I used to be a part of. I'm kind of happy where my life is at right now. So I kind of feel like people are going to pop up that you haven't talked to in quite some time. This could be from months to years. They're going to act like nothing's ever changed. And you're like, yeah, well, here's the thing. A lot has changed. A lot of time has passed by. I'm in a period of time where I don't know if I want to go back around to you because my life is incredibly different now, okay? And yeah, by the way, Mars retrograde did end today, which is something that's very exciting. Now we're not going to be in stagnant energies anymore. It's all about forward movement. But regardless, what I'm seeing here for you, Sag, is people acting like nothing's ever changed and wanting to come back into your life, and you're not really with it. This is the energy of, I'm sorry, I've changed, I've moved on, my life is completely different now. I don't know if I have room for the past to resurface in my life. As for the outcome that's present, Page of Pentacles in reverse, this is you not giving that person the opportunity or the chance. This is more so you deciding to focus on the life you already have. So if someone texts you out of the blue, especially someone that fell off the face of the earth, this is looking like you might just leave that text on red, Sagittarius. I don't see you engaging with the situation. I don't see you trying to invite anybody back into your life, okay? In regards to your stance, you've grown, you've moved forward, and this just feels way too different for you, all right? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Goddamn, okay. Going all the way to my beautiful water signs. What do we got going on for Cancer? Give me 1 second, y'all. Thank you, Barbara, for the 1111. Much appreciated. Thank you, Natalie, for becoming a member. And thank you so much, Aaron, for becoming a member as well. I greatly appreciate that. The Unknown Rose says, Aunt, do you ever do readings for the person that you feel a connection with? What do you mean by that exactly? I mean, in the way that I do these readings, I pull your overall energy, the way that you're currently feeling, so your current energy, how the person you're dealing with feels, and then the outcome that's going to go on between the two of you. Now, sometimes when I pull this, if I feel that the person you're dealing with is another aspect of yourself, I'll say that. But most of the time, this is about you, the person you're dealing with, and then the outcome between the two of you, and then the overall energy is how you overall feel about the situation, okay? But anyways, man, going all the way to my water signs, what do we got going on for my lovely Cancer gang? Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours, all right? Messages for Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? For the 260 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming through, man. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my Cancer gang. Let's go ahead and get one more shuffle, and we'll take a look and see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well. Your energy feels a little interesting, though. Let's take a look. Your overall energy, Cancer, is going to be the 5 of Cups in reversed. It feels to me like you're moving on from something, but you're also not feeling incredibly ecstatic about it, okay? So there's something that you're moving past, but it doesn't feel like this is one of those energies that you feel very proud of. Looking at your current energy, you got the 6 of Pentacles. Looking at the person you're dealing with, you have the Fool in reverse. And looking at the outcome here, you have the Lovers, yeah. Could be a Gemini or a Aries that you're connecting with here for some. Looking at the energies that we got for you, Cancer, yeah, 5 of Cups reversed and 6 of Pentacles, you made a decision that was right for yourself, but even though you know it was right for you, it kind of feels like your heart is still suffering a little bit. I think this is one of those decisions where you had to have a head over heart decision. Your head was telling you, I need to move on. It's going to be for my higher good. It's going to be the best thing that I can do for myself. But my heart's taking a hit a little bit because when I take a look at who you're connecting with here, the Fool card in reversed, someone gave up on you. And when someone gives up on you, that's not something that feels absolutely amazing. So in an emotional sense, you're hurting, but from a logical sense, you're doing what's right for you, which is moving forward. As for the outcome that's present, we have here the Lovers. It's like, even though I had to make this decision to move on from the person I'm dealing with, I feel like they're going to live in my heart forever. I feel like I'm going to forever be connected to this individual because I cared about them so deeply. I cared about them so heavily. So right now you're kind of at a little bit of a place of conflict. You know you're doing the right thing by moving on, but at the same time, your heart is still suffering. And you know what? That's sometimes all we can do. Sometimes we know what the better option is for ourselves. Sometimes we know that moving forward is going to be what's going to make us okay. Because if we continue to stick around waiting on somebody who isn't waiting on us, we're only going to be in more emotional turmoil. So it's kind of like, I got to choose the lesser of two evils. It's going to hurt moving on, but it's also going to really fucking suck, you know, considering that I'm going to stick around and wait for somebody who isn't necessarily waiting for me. Either way, it's like, hey, they both kind of suck, but I got to go with the option that sucks a lot less. And that option is going to be about you moving forward. Point blank period. So I kind of feel like right now you're torn between your heart and you're torn between your mind. You know, your mind's telling you this is the best idea, but your heart's saying it's still going to hurt either way. Here's something that I want you to know. Feelings are temporary, so it's going to take some time for you to be able to accept this situation for what it is. It's going to take some time for you to be able to detach from the person that you love. But by making the choice that's right for you, you're already going in the right direction, Cancer. If you acknowledge moving on is in your best interest, you're doing the right thing for you. And over time, the attachments and the feelings that you have to this specific person are eventually going to dissipate. So you're going to be okay. I know it doesn't seem like that right now, but the more time you have for you to focus on yourself, for you to do things in your life that genuinely make you happy, you're going to feel a lot better with the end result. Okay? So that's naturally what happens. Here's a little bit of a breakup advice for anybody that's possibly dealing with a breakup or moving on from somebody. When you take time out to completely focus on you, it may take a while, but eventually you're going to realize, I'm really grateful I really focused on my life and I really focused on doing things that fulfill me and make me happy, because now I'm realizing that I am okay without this individual. I am no longer attached to this individual. I'm realizing, shit, I really did move on when I actually focused on myself. So that's something that's very true, and that can apply to anybody. So Cancer, right now it may suck. Right now it may feel like you're choosing the lesser of two evils, but you're actually choosing something that's positive. You know, someone here doesn't want to be a part of whatever it is that you got going on. That's okay. There will always be a better option that will manifest for you. So right now, continue doing you, continue focusing on fulfilling yourself, continue focusing on your own life, and you're going to see a massive difference over time. All right, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Going all the way to my beautiful air signs. What do we got going on for my lovely Libra gang? Messages for Libra here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours, all right? Messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. For the 363 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys so much for coming through, man. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my Libra gang, let's go ahead and get one last shuffle. And let's take a look and see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well. Libra, the overall energy for you guys here is going to be the 8 of Swords in reversed. That feels like a very relieving kind of energy for me. It kind of feels to me like I can breathe again. I feel relieved. I feel like my mind is no longer cluttered over a situation. I'm no longer overthinking. Everything is starting to become very clear to you. Let's take a look at your current energy. You got here 7 of Wands in reverse. Person you're dealing with, Fool in reverse. Outcome that's present, Page of Cups. Yeah, I think right now it's starting to become very clear to you that when you focus all of your time and all of your energy onto one specific person, you start to lose yourself in someone else. And as you're recognizing that, that's something that you don't want to be a part of. And I think a lot of people go through that in life. I feel like we find connections that we almost kind of become obsessed with, even though we don't want to admit it. And when we become obsessed with these types of connections or obsessed with this type of love, because sometimes love can make you feel like, you know, I need it, like it's a drug or something. I think you got to that point here, Libra, where it was like, I'm losing myself in another person. I'm doing everything I can to make some other person validate me, love me, and care for me. And that, at the end of the day, is not who I am. So I'm seeing a lot of you guys stepping into this realization of, shit, I was getting lost into another person, and I had to take a step back and ground myself. Now, keep in mind, this could have been a person that you were just talking to. This could have been a friend of yours. This could have been, you know, even your work. Maybe you got lost into your work recently. And it just really feels to me like you put something on a pedestal here. Whether it was a person, whether it was a job, whether it was a dream you were pursuing, you had put something on a pedestal. And you started to lose yourself in it. And I think that that's exactly what kind of happened to your mind too. It was like, there's nothing else I'm focused on but this one thing that I'm completely putting on a pedestal. So when I look at your current energy, 7 of Wands in reversed, it's a lot better now. You're deciding to free yourself from that. You're realizing the more that I put shit on a pedestal, the more that I'm living an ungrounded and unbalanced lifestyle. I'm not paying attention to my other priorities. I'm not paying attention to taking care of myself. I'm not paying attention to things that are good for me. I'm only focusing on this one thing. Now, when I'm taking a look at who you're dealing with here, they're showing up as the Fool in reversed. So it could be an Aries that some of you guys were connecting with. If this was a relationship, Libra, and you put somebody on a pedestal, it feels to me like there was no equality at the end of the day. This person you were very much serving, but where was them serving you? It doesn't seem like there was equality there. And if this was a job, you were working incredibly hard, or if this was a dream you were pursuing, you were working incredibly hard, but not taking some time out to let whatever it is you are working on grow. As for the outcome that's present, we got here the Page of Cups. This is about you saying, okay, it's time for me to get grounded and focus on the other stuff that I have going on in my life. I can no longer put this on a pedestal, okay? So not to confuse anybody, whatever this is, whether it was a job or a relationship, you were putting something on a pedestal here. And it got to the point where you were only focused on that. You were not focused on your other priorities. And eventually, that made you not focus on caring for yourself. That made you not focus on being grounded. That became your life. So now you're allowing yourself to say, you know what? I need a break from putting things on a pedestal, and I need my life to be balanced. I need to focus on what my priorities are, and I need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. You know, the more that you put things on a pedestal, the less that you're focusing on making sure that you're good. All right? So that's what we got going on here for you, Libra. As for the outcome that's present, Page of Cups, you know, you're going to fulfill things one step at a time. You're focusing on balance here rather than keeping something on a pedestal. I like it. I like it a lot. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly what your situation was. It could have been a relationship. It could have been a job. But you're now realizing I need to make sure I take care of everything else in my life and not only focus on just one thing. And if it was specifically a relationship, you're realizing I need equality. I shouldn't be caring for this one person and making them my entire life, especially if they're not doing the same for me. Okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Going all the way to my beautiful earth signs. What do we got going on for my lovely Capricorn gang? Messages for Capricorn here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. For the 390 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys so much for coming through. You guys are much appreciated, man. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Cappy. Let's see what we got going on for your weekend, baby. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. Capricorn. Ooh, overall energy, we got here 9 of Cups in reversed. What's going on, baby? I think you need a break, Capricorn. You're not feeling super fulfilled here. What's going on? Your current energy, you got the Empress in reversed. Person you're dealing with, King of Cups in reverse. Outcome that's present, Devil in reverse. Yeah. Capricorn, I think you're starting to see that someone's emotional unavailability is finally starting to get to you. I think for a while now, Cappy, you've been noticing somebody checking out of your life, whether it's your husband, your wife, your friend, your, you know, person that you're talking to, that you're forming a vibe with, right? I kind of feel like someone here has been checking out emotionally lately, and it's starting to take a toll on you. For a while, you were being very strong about it. You were saying, it's whatever. You know, I love myself. I'm good on my own. But at the end of the day, guys, even though we can rely on ourselves for self-love, it is nice to feel love from people that are close to us in our life. And Capricorn, I feel like somebody who was incredibly close to you was starting to kind of distance themselves here, especially when it comes towards the love and the emotions that they share towards you. So when I take a look at your current energy, Empress in reverse, this is the energy of not feeling loved, not feeling cared for. And with the 9 of Cups in reverse, this is the energy of, you know, I've been doing it all on my own, but I would love to receive some love that is not necessarily from me. So I really feel like moving into the weekend here, you just want to be loved. You want that extra TLC, that tender love and care. And as for the outcome that's present here, the Devil in reverse, which this is your card, Capricorn, I don't feel like this is about releasing something. I feel like the Devil in reverse is about you not feeling like yourself. You know, eventually when somebody is in a period of time where they feel so alone, eventually the love that they have for themselves is not going to be enough sometimes. And it happens. Sometimes we get so lonely to the point where our vibration is affected, and then we get to that place where we're like, you know what? I don't even feel like the love that I have for myself is enough at this point. Like, yeah, I love myself, but I want to feel loved from someone else. So Capricorn, intense fucking reading. I totally feel the vibes. I really feel where you guys are coming from. And my best advice to you, honestly, is going to be talk and communicate to the person you're dealing with. Ask them why they've been so distant lately. And keep in mind, when I say distant, it doesn't mean they're not involved in your life. You know, they could be with you every single day, but what they're actually distant from is their emotions. They've been very distant emotionally from you. They haven't been giving you that love that you're very much so used to receiving. So ask them, hey, what's been up lately? Why haven't you been showing me as much love as you normally do? Why have you always been so tired and you go to bed every night and you don't want to hang out and watch a movie with me? You know, why haven't you sent me these certain types of texts like you used to send me? You know, ask and question your person's behavior and ask them why they've been so different, why they haven't been showing as much love as they used to. And I think that that's where the answer is going to lie. I think your best, bet at this situation is communicating with the person you're dealing with. Because look, man, I'm a very big advocate for self-love, but I am that person who's going to tell you the truth. You know, eventually, when you're so lonely and you're starting to see your vibration get down to a lower point, sometimes being alone and the self-love you have for yourself isn't enough. Sometimes we just want to be loved by the people that are closest to us. And that's something that's absolutely okay. All right? So it's okay to be vulnerable here, Capricorn, and it's okay to ask for some love and care from the people that are closest to you in your life. So I think going forth with honesty and communicating to your person here is going to be your best bet. Let them know exactly how you feel and let them know that you'd appreciate more love coming in from the person you're dealing with. All right? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Okay? Going all the way to my beautiful fire signs. What do we got going on for my Aries gang? Messages for Aries here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, all right. Messages for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Google mods are removing comments. I don't know. I saw this thing 2 days ago where Google moderators were removing comments, and it was comments that weren't even any, reason to remove them. So Jojo Love says, so basically Google can delete our comments even if they aren't offensive. Yeah, see, that's something I don't like, man. Let's put a pause on the reading for a second, guys. That's something I don't like because I have moderators specifically in this chat to remove people that come in with, negative energy or are talking shit or are trolls or this, that, and the third. But if there are people who are sending in comments that are not offensive at all and that are just genuinely trying to communicate with the rest of the chat, Google should not have the power to do that. Now, of course, it's their website, it's their platform. I get it, but what's the point of censoring somebody when they're not doing anything necessarily wrong? I find that absolutely very, very bizarre, very, very odd. So I'm not sure why they're deleting comments that are not offensive at all. And yeah, that's what I resonate with what Redskin just said. That's a mod's job. Ant's channel is, that's a mod's job on Ant's channel to do that, right? So the censorship coming from Google is something that's really, really weird, man. Evil Twin Factory says, so we have moderators who monitor moderators. Essentially, I don't know. It could be an algorithm thing too. I don't know. YouTube lately has been really, really weird ever since Mars went retrograde. I mean, now Mars is no longer retrograde, so maybe things are going to start to move forward and they're going to fix the bugs and stuff that they got going on with the app and, with the website. But I don't know. It's been weird, guys. I don't know. I do not know, okay? So all I'm going to say, guys, is that if Google deletes your comment, I'm sorry. That's something that's out of my control. That's something that's out of the moderator's control. I wish that I could have more power over the live stream that I'm doing. That really sucks that there's censorship involved, but, what more can I do, right? Anyways, man, getting back to Aries, what do we got going on? Messages for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 72 hours. All right, Aries, let's go ahead here and get ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll take a look and see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Aries, the overall energy for you guys here is going to be the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So you might be dealing with an Earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Your current energy is going to be the Ten of Wands. Person you're dealing with, we got here Five of Pentacles in reverse. Outcome that's present, oh shit, Aries. We got here the Seven of Swords. So looking at the energies we got surrounded for you guys so far, I would say be very careful this weekend. In regards to what seems to be coming up here, it feels to me like people are going to try to approach you as if they're your friend. This is the devil in the red dress kind of vibe. Okay? So I want you guys to be mindful of that. You look kind of vulnerable this weekend. I'm not sure what's going on in your personal life, but you have here the Ten of Wands and you have here the Six of Pentacles in reversed. Some of you guys right now may not be feeling totally balanced. You may be dealing with your own personal shit. I kind of have felt for Aries for quite some time that you guys have been kind of going through it, especially with Mars retrograding in your sign. So Aries, I feel like you're going through some shit this weekend. You are looking a little vulnerable. You know, you're trying to take care of yourself. There are some things that are burdening you right now. I would just say be really mindful of who you communicate your whatever's going on in your life to, because we have here Five of Pentacles in reversed. There may be some people, Aries, that are trying to pop back into your life acting as if they're a friend, but truthfully behind that they're a snake because of the outcome that's present. We have here Seven of Swords, and that's usually people that are quite deceptive. So I would really say to you guys, be careful who you surround yourself with. Be careful who you talk to in regards to whatever it is you're currently experiencing. You know, there might be people there that show up like they're great, but at the same time, you know, they're talking about what it is you're going through and spreading your information to other people that don't really need to hear it in the first place. So Aries, I am seeing some of you guys here in a very vulnerable place. I would say your best advice here is to continue focusing on you this weekend and taking care of yourself. I wouldn't really open up to people that you don't really know if you could trust about what it is you're going through personally. I would only focus on trusting people that you can really rely on in your life, especially if you have shit going on that you need to talk about, okay? So I would keep your business to yourself. It does feel like there's kind of some troublemaker energies that are surrounding you, so be very careful with that, okay? If you have people that you know are like your closest 100% top tier friends, and you got to talk to people about some business you got going on in your life, definitely feel free to communicate that. But I would watch out for certain types of people who are trying to pry you and be like, hey, what's going on with you? You know, hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? How you been? I would be very careful about the people you're not super close with. I do feel like there are some deceptive energies at play. All right, so a little bit of a warning message. The devil in the red dress. Be careful there for people who come out like they're very beautiful and very awesome and they just want to see how you are. Steer clear of the people you're not super close to. That's my best advice here for you, okay? What's going on with the Seven of Swords? I'm really interested. What's going on with the Seven of Swords? Why is this person showing up as the Seven of Swords? Six of Swords, Four of Cups, Six of Cups. Be careful of people from your past as well, but that's a given. I think what this person's game plan is, Aries, is to... I feel like it has something to do with your business. I feel like this is the type of person that wants to gain all the information of what it is you got going on just to like shit talk you behind your back. Like it feels very childish. Because keep in mind, the Six of Cups can represent childlike energies as well. I do feel like this is a person who's kind of a hater in disguise. And you know when they say keep your enemies closer, like that's kind of the vibe that someone here is projecting. They want to keep you closer because they're not necessarily very much for you. It kind of seems like this person's a little bit jealous. So you may be dealing with somebody who wants to know what's going on in your life. They want to know about your business just so that they can kind of, you know, talk shit about you behind your back and spread a lot of negative energy around you. Aries, I don't like this energy at all. All I'm going to tell you is stay close to your inner circle, stay close to the people you can really trust, and be mindful of other individuals who are trying to know your business. Because you know what? I feel like someone here just wants to hate, and it's not a really great energy. Okay? So be mindful of that, man. Just saying. Very, very weird that I saw that, but I would just stay close to the people you're close with, and I would avoid the people that you're not so close with. All right? Keep your business to yourself, and if you feel like sharing it, share your business with your closest people, okay? All right, man. Let's keep it popping, man. Moving forward, going all the way to my water signs. What do we got coming through for the Pisces, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours, all right? Messages for Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? For the 528 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys so much for coming through. You guys are much appreciated, baby. Messages for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Pisces. Let's take a look and see what we got going on with you guys here. Pisces, the overall energy for you here is going to be the Queen of Wands. So, You can be connecting possibly here with a fire sign in Aries, a Sag, or a Leo. Your current energy is the Six of Cups in reverse. The person you're dealing with is showing up as a Death card, and the outcome that's present for you, Pisces, is going to be the Fool card, okay? We've seen the Fool come out a lot today, so you could be dealing with an Aries. You also could be connecting with a Scorpio. Queen of Wands to the Six of Cups in reverse. I think when it comes towards accepting yourself, you were stuck in a pattern for so long where you couldn't accept who you are, but now you're in a position where you're like, you know what? Why? I think this is you questioning yourself. There's been a long amount of time that I couldn't accept who I was. I couldn't live in my authenticity. I couldn't recognize and represent the fact that I could be an amazing person. I feel like for a while, Pisces, you were really struggling with accepting who you are. And now you're tapping into a very empowering energy. Your overall energy is going to be the Queen of Wands. You're deciding to say, fuck it. I'm releasing being the enemy to myself. And we all can be that. I've definitely been an enemy to myself in my past. I'm sure many of you guys have been as well. I think there comes a time in our lives where if we don't value who we are, we destroy who we are, essentially. And that's not something that's absolutely fantastic. It's not something that's great. You know, when we end up becoming the enemy to ourselves, you know, we tear ourselves down to the point where we believe everyone else views us the way we view ourselves. So Pisces, I feel like you're tapping into a very confident energy here. This is you saying, I release being the enemy to myself. I release being the person who's going to be my number one hater. I'm done being my number one hater. I need some change in my life. So you're tapping into some confidence here. Now, when I take a look at who you're dealing with, someone here is changing your point of view. For some of you Pisces, this could be something you're coming across. Maybe you came across a motivational speaker. Maybe you came across a friend who's changed your opinion. But that's what the Death card's representing. Something here changed you. So it could have been anything. Could have been a motivational person. It could have been a tarot reading that you had. It could have been something you saw on YouTube, something you saw on TikTok. This could have been something your friend said. I don't know what it is, but it feels like over the weekend, there's something here that's going to change your perspective of who you are. You're going to really start to realize, I've been hating on myself for so long, and this just made it all make sense. So whatever the Death card is here, something's coming in for you, some sort of message that's going to make you realize, I need to stop being my number one enemy. I need to love myself, because at the end of the day, all I got is me. It doesn't matter about the opinions of others. It matters about how I treat myself, how I view myself, and how I carry myself when it comes towards this life I'm living. So Pisces, you're looking like you're going through a complete 180, especially if you've been really down on yourself as of lately, okay? As for the outcome that's present, you're embodying the Fool energy. That's awesome, dude. The Fool energy is I'm going to live my life however the fuck I want to live it. I don't give a shit what anybody else has to say about it. And I'm not going to be my number one enemy. I'm going to be my number one lover. Ooh, I like it, baby. I like it a lot. So something here, man, some sort of message is coming in that's going to change your perception on you. It could be something super simple like watching a TikTok or watching a YouTube video or hearing something a motivational speaker said. At the end of the day, though, this is you realizing I'm not going to be an enemy to myself. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to be my biggest fan. Okay? I like that, man. I like it a lot. Pisces, you're tapping into some very confident energies, man, and you're no longer being down on yourself. You're picking and lifting yourself back up because you're realizing that you owe it to yourself to be good to you. Beautiful messages, man. Let's keep it popping, man. Moving forward. Going all the way to my air signs. What do we got going on for my lovely Gemini gang? Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours, all right? Messages for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? Oh shit, for the 555 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming through, man. That is much appreciated. Gemini, we just saw 555, so that does stand for massive and major transformation occurring in your life, so we may be seeing some changes coming your way. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Gemini, let's take a look, man. Let's see what we got going on for you. Gemini, overall energy for you guys here is going to be the Four of Wands. I like it. This feels like a new beginning to me. A new way of finding stability, being in a period of time where you feel comfortable. Ooh, I like that. And I like that too. Your current energy, we got Three of Swords in reverse. Person you're dealing with, we got Eight of Wands in reverse. Outcome that's present, Gemini, we got Seven of Wands in reverse. I think for a while, You were really on the fence, dude. When people are hurt or when people are experiencing heartbreak, what typically happens is you end up constantly having your defenses up. You got your dukes up, right? So if you're in a period of heartbreak, you're trying to prevent it as much as possible. So naturally what happens is you shut down and you put your boundaries all the way up and you don't let anybody break that emotional wall. You don't let anybody break that barrier. I'm seeing you guys letting that barrier down this weekend. I think this is you realizing it's time to stop being in such a defensive place. It's time to stop being in defensive mode. And it's time for me to be back into how I truly am, cool, calm, and collected. I think you're just so tired of having to put up a wall up all the time, and you just want to tap into your vulnerability and relax and not constantly be in a state of fear of something occurring that's going to hurt you. So it feels to me like that wall is finally coming down here. Taking a look at who you're dealing with, Eight of Wands in reverse. Gemini, whoever originally broke your heart is currently not really in your life anymore. So let's talk about an example here. Let's say, Gemini, you were dating somebody, they broke your heart, they left, they walked away. And then you took some time out to heal, and you healed. If this person's no longer in your life, why do you have to have your walls up? If this person's no longer in your life, why do you still have to protect yourself? This is you just coming into the realization of, the individual that hurt me isn't a part of my life anymore. I don't need to keep my wall up. And you know what? I don't need to live in a constant state of fear of wondering when the next type of person is going to hurt me. At the end of the day, I'm done. As for the outcome that's present, Seven of Wands in reverse, this is you deciding to be vulnerable again. This is you tapping into the energy of who you truly are. Because you're realizing that by having your defenses up, not only are you protecting yourself from getting hurt, but you're blocking yourself from meeting some pretty fantastic people. You're blocking yourself from forming awesome relationships with new individuals. You're done letting fear run your life. Now, if you're a Gemini, you've experienced anxiety. There's no doubt about it. Geminis naturally are very anxious people sometimes. As a person who's had a lot of Gemini in my chart, I had to learn how to overcome anxiety. And I feel like you guys have dealt with anxiety so much, and if you've been dealing with it recently, a lot of you guys are going to learn to conquer your anxiety. How do you conquer your anxiety? You stop fighting it. You stop running away from it. Pro tip for anybody that struggles with anxiety. When you're having an anxiety attack, stop trying to run away from it. Stop trying to fight it. Just accept it. It's going to change your world because the anxiety is going to dissipate. What actually anxiety is the fear of being in the present moment. When you're anxious, you want to escape the present moment. You don't want to be where you currently are. But if you allow yourself to face your anxiety and just say, fuck it, let's go anxiety attack, let's do it, let's fucking go. Go ahead, take over me. You're going to watch that shit disappear. So confronting your anxiety is actually the easiest way to let it go. The more that you fight it, the more you feel it, the more that you run, the more that it catches you. Okay? So that's something that's really, really awesome. I just want to throw that out there for anybody that's dealing with anxieties, whether you're a Gemini or not. But regardless, Gemini, getting back into your reading here, you're just realizing I'm done being scared, I'm done living in fear, I'm done living in anxiety. Yeah, somebody's hurt me. Yeah, I've been protecting myself for so long. Yeah, I've had a wall up for so long. But right now, I want to feel good. I want to feel like me. I want to be comfortable. I want to enjoy my life. And I want to enjoy new possible connections that I may have coming in the near future. If you're emotionally closed off from the world, not only are you protecting yourself from getting hurt, but you're avoiding anything that's good to possibly come in. So this is you living, Gemini. I like that right there. Vanessa said, I want to live. Well, this is you living. When you're constantly in a state of fear, you're not living. When you put that guard down, you're letting yourself be alive. And that's awesome. Guys, pain is a part of the process of life. We're going to experience it regardless. So you might as well have some awesome experiences. Let me tell you something that's true. Everybody that exists in this world is a motherfucking warrior. If you get hurt, you'll be able to heal. If someone fucking does something that's painful to you, you'll be able to move on. Everybody has the capability to be able to heal and lick their wounds all on their lonesome. Everybody does. So it's better to allow yourself to enjoy the life you're living and to have the possibility of getting hurt than to be in a very crippled place, always protecting yourself. Let yourself live. Don't worry about surviving. Okay? Let's keep it popping, man. Moving forward. All right, Gemini, you're looking pretty golden here this weekend. Thank you so much, Eugenia, for the 10. That's much appreciated. Thank you so much, my love. Okay? Let's read some comments because I saw a lot of feedback about that message for some of you guys. We're taking it slow here today. So Lulu says, tired of people making me not feel good enough or putting me down so easily. Stop letting their opinion matter. That's one of the most important things that we got to talk about right then and there. Don't let that person's opinion fucking matter. You want to know why it doesn't matter? Because that opinion isn't your opinion, unless you believe it. See, people will tell you anything. I've had so many people just say the rudest shit to me on live stream here. I've had people in my life say the rudest fucking shit to me. And you know what? If you let it get to you, you're letting them basically say who you are. Nobody can say who you are but you. You are the only person that can say definitively who you are. Anybody else can have an opinion about you. Anybody else can say something about you. But it doesn't fucking matter because they're not living in your shoes. You had a follow-up question here. She said, I get that. What if it's bosses that are so hard on you and not hard on anyone else? Normally, psychologically, and I'm not going to say this gives them the right to do it, but here's something I've picked up on. If there's a boss that's particularly harder on you, it's because they expect more of you. So it's not actually that they see you as a bad worker. It's not actually that they see you as a person who's not doing what's right. It's that they see you as a very good worker. They see you as somebody that has potential in wherever it is that you're working. So if you ever have a boss that's incredibly hard on you, most of the time it's because they expect so much more from you. But the thing is that they're coming from the old ways of doing things. The old ways of doing things is be hard on a person to watch them grow. That doesn't work anymore. You see, when you're hard on somebody just to make them do better, actually that demotivates a person. So I see the perspective you're coming from because you're demotivated. Your boss being hard on you isn't actually making you work harder, it's making you anxious. So on the flip side, the good thing is your boss expects more from you because they see that you're a good worker, but the way that they're distributing that isn't with positive reinforcement, it's with negative reinforcement, and that's what's making you feel like shit. So let me tell you something positive right now, Lulu. You're a good worker. You're doing amazing right now. You're doing a fantastic job. Your boss just has a shitty way of expressing it. Take a look at it from that perspective. You said you made a few mistakes and you got chewed out. Tell your boss to go fuck himself, okay? Or go fuck himself or go fuck herself, okay? You can say that in your mind all day if you want. If you want to get fired at the job, go ahead and say that shit, right? Hey, don't take my advice if you don't want to take it. But if somebody here is going to chew me out for making a mistake, mistakes are something that happen. We're human. When you make a mistake, you learn from it. So personally, if someone's going to chew me out for a mistake, that's a person who doesn't actually understand how to learn. Woo! Point blank period. Okay? So my best advice to you, Lulu, is don't let your boss get under your skin. Your boss expects a lot from you because your boss secretly wants you to win. Even though he or she won't show it, they secretly want you to win. Okay? And when it comes towards them projecting what they expect from you onto you, at the end of the day, focus on you, focus on your shit, tune out their opinions. I know that it's incredibly hard sometimes. We're human. Sometimes when people are screaming at us or making us feel uncomfortable or making us feel like shit, we crumble up and we feel the anxiety. I know that sucks. I know it hurts. But guess what? What they say don't matter. What you think of yourself actually matters. Okay? All right, baby. You're going to be good, Lulu. You got this. And like I said, it may not be the best idea to tell your boss to go fuck himself, okay, or herself. It may not be the best idea to straight up say that, but hey, if you say it in your mind, you're good. All right? But look, man, sometimes we also got to talk about the fact that the job ain't worth it. Sometimes if you're not being treated how you deserve to be treated, maybe you got to take a look at taking initiative, going somewhere where you deserve to be, okay? Lulu says, thanks so much, Aunt. I know that I could have done better, but it was unnecessary with how she talked to me. Yeah, absolutely. I think it is. I think at the end of the day, this boss expects a lot from you and sees you as a good worker, but they have such a really bad way of portraying it. You know? So with that all being said, acknowledge you're a good worker, and when your boss has to stick up his or her ass, ignore it. Do what you got to do, okay? All right, baby. Woo! We had a whole conversation there. I already forgot what sign we're going to, man. What are we on? I think we're on... Did we just do Gemini or did we finish Gemini? Please let me know, guys. Brandy says, yeah, I accidentally told my boss to fuck off. Yeah, I've done that shit. I've done that shit too. I feel you. If you make a mistake at work, look at the leader that's showing the example. Gemini's done? Okay, cool. So we're going to get it moving forward real quick. But let me just see this right now. Lula says, definitely, I need to go somewhere else. I got rent, so I got to find somewhere first, or I'd be like, F you, LOL. Yeah, so if you got rent, definitely find a place, a job that's very secure for you first before you make that decision. You always want to make decisions that are logical in that situation. But yeah, you know, you have every right to find a better place and a better working environment for you, okay? Thank you so much, Diane, for the 10. Much appreciated. Anyways, guys, sorry for talking so much. Let's get back into it, okay? All right, man. So we did my water signs, we did my fire signs. So we did fire, water, air, going to my earth. What do we got coming through for my lovely Taurus gang? Messages for the bull gang, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, all right. Messages for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, what do we got going on? Messages for Taurus here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours. All right, my bull gang. Let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle. And let's take a look and see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well. Taurus, the overall energy for you guys here is going to be the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So you can be connecting possibly here with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Your current energy is going to be the Fool in reverse. The person you're dealing with is showing up as the Hangman, and the outcome that's present, we got here the 6 of Swords. So you might be connecting with an Aries. You could be dealing with a Pisces. 9 of Pentacles reverse to the Fool in reverse. I'm definitely feeling a lot of you Taurians right now resonating with somebody's stagnant ass energy. I think someone's starting to get to you, man. When I look at who you're dealing with, they're the Hangman card. Taurus, be mindful of your environment. If you are surrounded by people that want to play video games all day and get high, you are going to play video games all day and get high, right? So if your homies are like, yeah, man, I don't feel like going to work today. I'm going to smoke a blunt and go play the new COD. That's the vibe in the environment that you're going to fall into. So I'm feeling some of you guys actually becoming your environment, and you're not necessarily 100% aware of it. Your environment to me looks pretty stagnant right now. You got here the Hangman card. So keep in mind, that was just an example of what I said. If your friends are like, yeah, let's go smoke a blunt and play some COD, you're going to fall into that same environment. That also applies to anything else you're currently dealing with. So Taurus, be mindful of who you are surrounded by right now, because when you're surrounded by certain types of people, you eventually will take on that role or that trait that they're currently doing. So someone here is incredibly stagnant in their life, and it feels like you're starting to pick up on that. And as for the outcome that's present, we got here 6 of Swords. That's not where you want to be. Actually, you're looking for success. Actually, you're looking for forward movement. Now, guys, remember, that's just an example. Okay, that's an example for like my generation, my era. I'm a 21-year-old person. So, you know, my boys are like 21, 22 years old. They're not focusing on jobs right now. You know, they're focusing on playing Call of Duty and smoking pot. Like that's how, you know, people in my age bracket are doing it. But, you know, if you're hanging out with people or surrounded by people that are not looking towards success and they're only looking to stay stuck where they currently are now, that's where you'll continue to be. So you got to be mindful of that. As for the outcome that's present here, Taurus, you got here 6 of Swords. You're looking for some sort of success. You're looking to move forward. You're not looking to be stagnant. You're looking to be making moves. So look at what you're surrounded by. Are you around friends who are not motivation driven? Are you around friends that don't want to see you succeed? Are you around an environment that puts you down and doesn't uplift you? Whatever stagnancy you're surrounded by, sometimes that shit can rub off on you. Okay? So for any Taurians that resonate with this, I want you guys to be mindful of that. You got to take a look at what your environment is sometimes, because sometimes you become it. So if you're noticing that people in your life ain't got shit going on and you're starting to follow that same path, let yourself break free from it and recognize you're an individual, you have goals, you have a place where you want to go, you have success in your mind, you got to go ahead and focus on that. Okay? So don't try to fall and get trapped into your environment. Instead, break free from this stagnancy and let yourself overcome and be successful in whatever area of your life you want to be successful in. Okay? All right, man. Point blank, period. That goes for any Taurians over there, okay? Twisted Heart Lady says, I'm 44. I still play video games and smoke pot. I shouldn't talk about this on that account. Look, man, at the end of the day, I play video games all the time. I love video games, but I also make sure that I'm taking care of, you know, my priorities first. Like, that was kind of what the reading was about. It feels to me like whoever you're connecting with is very stagnant. They don't have their priorities in order, and you're trying to have your priorities in order, Taurus. So if you're around people who aren't focusing on being successful or in the mindset of elevating themselves, you're not going to get there if you get caught up in that stagnancy. So just be mindful of that, man. All right, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Going all the way to my beautiful fire signs. What do we got going on for the Leo gang? Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, all right. Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 72 hours. For the 601 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It's much appreciated, baby. Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle and take a look and see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well. Let's take a look, okay? Leo, the overall energy for you guys here is going to be the Two of Wands. Hello, the Ten of Wands. Goddamn. You can be connecting with a fellow fire sign, an Aries, a Sag, or possibly a fellow Leo. Your current energy is going to be the High Priestess, person you're dealing with. We got the Hangman, and the outcome that's present for you, Leo, is going to be the Five of Wands. So, looking at what we got going on right now, double Pisces here. You could be dealing with a Pisces. You might have a Pisces rising. You also could be connecting with a Cancer, Scorpio, or possibly Aries, Sag, Leo. You got here Ten of Wands, and you got here the High Priestess. I kind of feel right now, Leo, that your intuition's trying to tell you something, but you're not picking up on it. You're fighting against the tide. I tell people this a lot. Don't fight against the tide. Go with the flow. If something in your life isn't working out, it's not working out for a reason. You're meant to flow so that you can be guided towards where you need to go. And I think what's happening here right now, Leo, is you're fighting against the tide. You're noticing that something here, give me 1 second, let me ban some people from my chat. Guys, don't bash zodiac signs, okay? Leo, this person said Leos are attention whores. You're looking like an attention whore by saying that. We got to keep it real, man. I like peace, love, and positivity, but you don't got to bash Leo. You're the attention whore calling, it's trying to say that Leos are that. So come on, chill, bro. Getting back into it, baby. Leo, something right now that you're doing isn't necessarily working out for you. It feels to me like you're trying really, really hard. You're going against the tide, but against all odds, something's not working out. And I noticed that when shit like that happens in my life, I'm not telling you to completely give up. I'm just telling you, hit the pause button a little bit. Pump the brakes on what you're doing. Take a step back, chill, and see what happens. Because when you're going against the tide, it don't always work. Sometimes you got to let the tide push you out into the sea, okay? So with that all being said, taking a look at what you're dealing with here, hey-o, just like the Taurians, we got stagnancy coming up. All right, we got here that Hangman card. And as for the outcome that's present, you have the Five of Cups. It's bothering you. So something here is disappointing you. Something here is bothering you, Leo, that it's not working out the way you'd like it to. I'm going to give you guys a challenge. Take a break from the situation. Stop fighting against the tide. Allow yourself to just let this thing resolve it all by its own. And you're going to notice that it's going to work out. Every time in my life, because I only speak on my experiences, guys, but every time in my life something wasn't working out for me, what I decided to do was just say, all right, universe, do what you need to do to make this work out. I would remove myself from the situation and let it resolve itself. And every time it did. Every time that I stopped fighting against the tide, I saw opportunities open. I saw things moving. I saw the energy stop being stagnant and shit started actually happening in my day-to-day life. So Leo, whatever's not working out for you right now, it might be for a reason. Maybe it's time to take a step back and let the universe guide you. Don't fight the tide. Let the tide drag you out into the sea, because the universe is trying to show you there's another way than you think it's supposed to happen. And it's probably going to be much better for you. You know, you want things to work out a certain way that you want it to, but it's probably going to end up working out 10 times better the moment you let go. So take a break here, Leo. Whatever it is that's not working out for you, take a break from it. Let it resolve itself. You're going to see a much better outcome there. Okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Connie, much appreciated, my love. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Thank you so much, okay? All right, baby. So we got my fire signs done, going to my water signs. What do we got going on for my lovely Scorpio gang? Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 72 hours, all right. Messages for Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? Messages for Scorpio, baby. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Scorpio. Happy birthday to you guys. Let's see what we got going on, okay? Scorpio, overall energy for you guys here is the Two of Swords in reverse. Your current energy is the Ace of Cups in reverse, person you're dealing with. We got the Page of Swords in reverse, and the outcome that's present, we have here the Knight of Wands. So, what I'm seeing for you guys here, you can be connecting with any sign for that matter, but Two of Swords reverse and Ace of Cups reverse is like you totally acknowledging, I have unrequited love for somebody. This is really it. I don't feel like there's an ounce of love left that I have for this person. I feel like it's truly over. And I think that that's kind of a liberating feeling for you, Scorpio, to truly acknowledge that you've really moved on from somebody. Now, taking a look at who you're dealing with here, Page of Swords in reverse. This is kind of the energy where someone... One of the biggest reasons you fell out of love with this person, Scorpio, is because this person kept removing themselves from your life slowly but surely, and then slowly but surely. Like, I don't know why I'm seeing this, but just imagine for a second, Scorpio, you were dating somebody, they went into the military, and you were so in love with them. And over time, they stopped writing you back letters. They stopped calling you. I'm seeing someone like slowly fading away from your life. And now that they're completely out of your life, you're like, dude, there's no love there because there was no more love coming in. It's like this love couldn't grow. It eventually just ran out. That's what it looks like to me. Now, keep in mind, the military thing was an example. That might actually resonate to one of you guys. That could have been something that actually happened. But I think just over time from this person not being active in your life, it got to the point where it was like, yeah, I just don't really have love for this person anymore because my love couldn't keep flowing. My love couldn't keep growing if there was no love coming in from the other side. As for the outcome that's present, we got here Knight of Wands. With that Knight of Wands there, it's all about forward movement. It's all about letting go. It's all about realizing I need love that is consistent. I need love that is going to grow. I need a person who's not going to give up on me. And someone here did give up on you pretty easily, okay? So I'm seeing you, Scorpios, realizing that it is time for you to move on from somebody. The love is just no longer there. And this is all about forward movement from you. Someone stopped checking in with you. And the moment that happened, it was like, I don't have any more love to give because it wasn't coming in anymore. The love's gone. Okay? Goddamn, Scorpio. Very, very deep reading, but it does feel liberating because now it's time for you to find somebody that fulfills you, but also find somebody who's consistent with you and wants to grow with you. Okay? Let's keep it poppin', man, moving forward. By the way, guys, I want to answer 2 questions I saw. The first question, do I read tropical or sidereal? I do read technically for tropical, but you can watch your sidereal signs. So in tropical, I am a Cancer sun. In Vedic astrology, I am a Gemini sun. So I go by both of those sometimes when I watch readings. So if you guys come to my channel, it doesn't matter what kind of astrology I practice. Whatever astrology you resonate with, watch that zodiac sign for you. Chances are that will end up resonating towards you, okay? And there was another question. I kind of just went blank for a second. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, shit. Okay, wait, there was sidereal or tropical. Okay, there was that one. And yes, Jamie B says, I cannot find Cancer. We did the Cancer reading already, but when this video is over, someone will timestamp down below so you can check out your sign. So if you want to come back to the video later and just click the timestamp for Cancer, you can feel free to if you can't find it right now because we're still alive at the moment, okay? Anyways, all right, baby. So we got my water signs done. We got my fire signs done. Going to my air signs. What do we got coming through for my lovely Aquarius, baby? Messages for Aquarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, all right. Messages for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours. For the 616 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming through, man. It's much appreciated. All right, Aquarius. Let's go ahead and get one more shuffle. And let's see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well. Aquarius, the overall energy for you guys here is going to be the Two of Pentacles. So you might be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Your current energy is going to be the Empress. The person you're dealing with is going to be the King of Cups. And the outcome that's present is going to be the Nine of Wands in reversed. Wow. I'm seeing a very interesting situation. Not something I really expected, but this is you acknowledging that you have everything you've ever wanted when it comes towards love. But it's almost like you're questioning yourself, am I happy or not? Holy shit. I think that's what it's coming down to right now, Aquarius. It's like, I have a great partner. I have a person who loves me and supports me. I have a person who's compassionate. And I feel very happy with myself and grateful with myself. But is this 100% what I want? Is this 100% the person that's making me happy, even though they fulfilled me with everything I ever asked for? So you found somebody that fit the description of what it is you've ever asked for, but now you're kind of questioning, am I really happy with this person? You know, sometimes, guys, when it comes towards love, it doesn't come down to finding the person that gives you everything you've ever wanted. It comes down to the person that makes your heart throb, man. It comes down to the person that you are so in love with, even though they are perfectly imperfect, they are still perfect to you. So it's like, shit, I got a person who has given me everything I've ever wanted, but I don't know if I'm incredibly happy with this situation, because when it comes down to me truly being in love with them, I don't know if I can really answer that question. As for the outcome that's present, you've had this bottled up for quite some time, but now as this question is surfacing, you're trying to figure out if this relationship is what is making you happy. You're trying to figure out if this relationship is what you are happy with. Because granted, you may love this person, but there's a difference between loving somebody and being in love with someone. You know, you may ask sometimes, you know, why does this person love this person? You know, they don't do this or they don't do that. Love comes from caring about somebody so deeply that their flaws do not matter. Love doesn't come from what a person does for you, essentially. Love comes from just genuinely loving who the person is, accepting them as who they are, whole and completely. So you could find yourself a Mr. or Mrs. Right, but it doesn't mean that's the person you're in love with. You can be in love with somebody who does all the wrong things, but you could still be in love with them because you love who they are, whole and complete. So yeah, Aquarius, I think you got a very rough decision up ahead. I think right now you're starting to debate if this is what's for you, if this relationship is what is going to make you happy, and it's going to come down to you acknowledging, who are you in love with? Because the Two of Pentacles, that might be a choice for some of you. You may be with Mr. Right now, and you may still be in love, you know, with a person that hurts you, flaws and all. So for some of you Aquarians, you might have to pick between somebody who's been absolutely amazing to you versus somebody you truly love. For other Aquarians, you might be in a position right now where you're recognizing, I don't know if I'm happy with this relationship because I don't know if I'm in love with my partner. Sure, I love him, but I don't know if I'm in love. So it feels like some very deep questions are coming here, and you're going to have a weekend here where you're going to have to go within and figure out exactly how you truly feel. All right, I do see that coming up for a few of you. That probably won't resonate to most of the collective Aquarians here, but for whoever it does, I do feel the intensity, and it definitely looks like a weekend here of you going within and really having to figure some stuff out. Okay? Damn, man. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Last but not least, what do we got coming through for my beautiful Virgo gang? Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right. Messages for Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? Messages for Virgo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and get ourselves this one last shuffle, and we'll take a look and see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Virgo, the overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Star card. So you can be connecting possibly with an Aquarius for some. Your current energy, we have the Empress, person you're dealing with. We got the Five of Wands, outcome that's present. We got the Three of Cups in reverse. Virgo, you're making a wish upon a star right now, but I think what you're actually going to find out is that all the love you've ever needed is finally going to start showing within you. I really feel like you've been surrounded by something that's not too good for you here. They're showing up as the Five of Wands. This could be a toxic relationship. This could be a toxic best friend. This could be toxic family. But I see you finally removing yourself from this situation. Excuse me. So Virgo, moving into the weekend, it looks like you're removing yourself away from people that can be identified as toxic or unhealthy for you. This is you saying, hey, I got to grow from this. I got to grow on my own, and I'm going to be much more fulfilled when I'm loving myself and taking care of myself, rather than dealing with negativity and BS that I don't need in my life. As for the outcome that's present, Three of Cups in reverse, it looks like you're detaching from a person, place, or thing that isn't bringing in love, that isn't bringing in stability, that isn't bringing in positivity. So Virgo, if this is a family that you got to detach from, you look like you're detaching. If it's for your friend, you look like you're detaching. If it's your job, if it's your lover, you know, whatever this is that's deemed toxic, I see you removing yourself from it throughout the weekend here and saying it's time for me to grow, it's time for me to move past this situation, and it's time for me to find the love and fulfillment within myself that I've always been searching for. Because this is you coming into this realization of, I've always been searching for love and fulfillment outside of me. I've looked for love and fulfillment in relationships. I've looked for it in, you know, relationships that I've made with family, relationships that I've made with friends, relationships that I've made with love. I've always looked for love outside of me. And now this is you having that massive realization of the love I was always looking for was for me to love who I am. It was for me to love myself. It was for me to accept who I truly am. And I was always seeking that validation outside of me. And I'm not going to do that anymore. You know, Virgo, this was you realizing that you would take even harsh treatment from others just to feel a little bit of love from them when they did show it. You know, I think whoever this person is here, yeah, they had moments where they would show their love, but most of the time it wasn't that positive. So even if you had a tiny ounce of love here, Virgo, you'd still accept it even though you weren't being treated the way you deserve to be treated. So now you're recognizing, I don't need that tiny ounce of love when it's all within me, because love is abundant. So Virgo, you're loving yourself from now on, but you're also realizing that you're worth a lot more. You're deserving of a person who loves you unconditionally and treats you the way you deserve to be treated. You do not deserve to be stuck around somebody who shows you love barely and treats you with a lot of negativity most of the time. Yeah, just like Vanessa said, you deserve an entire cup of love. You don't deserve a cup that's half empty, half full. All right? So Virgo, getting out of a toxic situation here. Looking pretty damn good. Looking like you're ready to grow right now and looking like you're treating yourself with the dignity and respect you deserve. Virgos won't be taking shit from nobody moving forward because Virgo, you're respecting you and you're not letting people disrespect you. I like it, baby. I like it a lot. Guys, thank you so much, man, for coming out to the weekend reading. I truthfully appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Of course, if it resonates, let me know down in those comments down below. I hope you guys had a good one, man. Today was definitely an interesting day. We did read the signs, but we also had a lot of chatting going on, which I thought was beneficial to some of you, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, if anybody is new here and you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe. I'm always accepting new Soul Fam members, so if you're interested in subscribing, feel free to hit the post notification bell to never miss an upload or a live stream. For anybody who sent in a donation, thank you for your donations, man. They help a lot more than you know. Thank you for your generosity. I greatly appreciate that. For everybody that comes through Monday through Friday, shout out to you. I appreciate the hell out of you guys too. To my moderators, man, thank you for modding the chat, despite Google, who's trying to moderate you. Thank you to my moderators for moderating the chat. And I want to say real quick, I don't know if Iman is in the chat here, but shout out Iman, the Sacred Empath. She has reached 1,000 subscribers today. Congratulations, Iman. Very, very happy for you. That is only the beginning. Nothing but love and growth to you. And I'm very, very, very excited for you because I know you're very excited for the 1,000 subscribers you reached on your channel. So congratulations, man. Iman is a great friend. So I'm very happy for you, my love. And nothing more but success and amazing energies your way. So guys, real quick, if you want to give Iman, the Sacred Empath, a check out, go check out her YouTube channel, man. It is definitely worth it. And she does give out readings sometimes. Sometimes she goes live and she has those live readings. So if you want to go ahead and get a question, you guys can go definitely check out Iman, okay? Anyways, man, shout out to you guys. Peace and love to all of my soul fam. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will catch everybody next week. Remember, y'all, Scorpio full moon, or new moon, coming out Sunday. Things that are in the dark are going to be revealed to the light. So if you have some things that you need to heal, it's going to be a great day for healing on Sunday. And one more thing before we log off, guys. On Monday, we'll have the air sign mid-month up. So air signs, I didn't forget about you. You will be uploaded on Monday. So far, we have water signs, fire signs, and earth signs. If you haven't checked out your mid-months yet, guys, go check them out. They're already uploaded on the channel. And air signs will come out Monday, okay? All right, guys, much love. If someone could leave a timestamp down below, that would be amazing. I'll see you all next week. Have yourselves an awesome weekend. Be safe, be blessed, and I'll see you guys later. Much love, everybody. Peace. Take care, Soul Fam.